Alright, so welcome back to my channel, you guys. I want to go ahead and film a chit chat get ready with me because a couple people in my most recent videos told me that I haven't filmed a tutorial in such a long time. So I was like, let me go ahead and film for y'all really quickly. So I did do this summer makeup look and I'm just loving the colors and the tones. So yeah, I hope you guys love it as well. And also I do want to share something with you guys that I have been working on, so make sure you stick around for that. But if you want to see what I've been up to lately, make sure you like, subscribe. Let's go ahead and jump right to the video. Okay, so good morning, you guys. I know it's super early for me. I don't know when you're watching this, but it is super early on Sunday, and I just want to do a chit chat get ready with me. I feel like there's so much that I've been up to, so many things I want to talk about, so it's finally, you know, time to do that. And also, if you are wondering, I do have orange corrector on, so that's why I look a little bit orange. So yeah, I just want to go ahead and explain that because it probably looks weird on camera right now. But I did prime already. I used my Kane & Austin Prime and Protect Mattifying Primer right here. I was kind of struggling to get it out. And also my Pretty Filter Icy Sherbet Primer as well. So I already have those two on my face, but there's so many things I want to talk about. I don't even know where to start. Let me see. So first, let's start with foundation because I do have the new Giorgio Armani, Luminous Silk Foundation in the shade 13, and I've never tried this before, and I've heard so many good things about it, so I am really excited to try this out. But while I shake it up, I do want to let you guys know I'm about to travel to Florida in a little bit. I was actually supposed to fly, but COVID got really bad, so we have to, like, you know, take precaution. And if you guys don't know, my boyfriend lives all the way in Florida, so we do long distance, and every 2 weeks and 3 weeks we do see each other, but this time it's been like 3 weeks and a half, so it's been a really long time. So what we do is we meet each other halfway in Georgia, and then I go in his car, and then he takes me back to Florida. So that's what we do all the time. And also the foundation shade I think is perfect. It looks a little bit dark, but I think it's a good shade for now. So yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. I'm about to pre-film this video for you guys and just have it ready. And let me tell you all about yesterday, because whenever I go on vacation, if that's what you want to call it, I make sure I have content ready to edit, because when you come back, you just feel so like unmotivated. You just want to relax and chill. So I made sure to pre-film 2 videos yesterday, and then this video, so that makes it 3 videos. So I just make sure I have content ready. And for those who do create or do YouTube videos, that's the best way to stay on track, because I know how it is. Once you slip up and don't post for like a day, you just kind of get out of your routine and you just don't post for a long time. So to stay safe, I always make sure I have stuff ready to go. So this is the first time I'm applying this foundation, and it is a little bit orange on my skin, but I think once I apply concealer and all of that, it will look a little bit better. And one thing I do want to point out is I am loving the way the foundation is applying on my skin. For some reason, I thought it would be super runny and just like dewy because of the word Luminous foundation, but it actually has like a gel-like consistency to it. It feels really nice on the skin, and also it has a lot of coverage as well, because typically I have to go in a couple times for my dark marks right here, but one time and it's already looking pretty good. And I almost forgot to tell you guys, so I visit my parents on the weekends sometimes because they live close by. So I came back this morning. Let me tell you, I saw this spider, okay? This spider was in front of my door, like to enter my apartment. Let me calm down because I'm getting too loud. But this spider was in front of my door. It had its family as well, like all stringed out on my door. You can see all the cobwebs. Like, it was really disgusting. I said, what? Like, what? How am I gonna get in here? So my dumb self, well, it's not dumb, but I have pepper spray, and I wasn't about to use my shoe or anything like that, so I took some pepper spray and sprayed my whole front door. Killed the spider. It's family. I feel sorry. I really am sorry, but I have to get in my house, okay? So I killed it, but then, y'all, the front of my door is white, and the pepper spray is like a red orange color. When I tell y'all it is stained, it looks like a murder scene. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. It looks like a murder scene. And I'm pretty sure my apartment's gonna make me pay for it because it's stained. Like, it's really bad. And I tried to clean it with Clorox and, you know, all this stuff, and it's not coming out. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna find me. All right. So looking at my viewfinder, I think the foundation looks really nice on my skin because I bought this online, and if you guys know me, I hate buying things online because you just never know once you get it in person. But I think it looks really good. So moving on to concealer, I picked up the Too Faced Born This Way full coverage concealer in the shade Chestnut. If you guys know, I've went back and forth with concealer, but I finally rebought it because I ran out of my Cover FX Power Play concealer. So I want to try just something different and see how I feel about it again. I think I loved it, but I don't know, I love my Cover FX a little bit more. So with that being said, let's try this out and see. And when I came home the other day and filmed you know, my Sephora and Ulta haul, I thought this looked a little bit darker, but I think on my skin it doesn't look too bad. It actually looks a lot better than I thought. But moving on to another thing as well, you know, 2020 has been a crazy year, you guys. Like, I'm just like, what else can happen at this point? But I'm a very optimistic person. I don't want to sit in negativity, but it's just been problems and situations after one another. Like, it's been super crazy to the point where, like, for a second there, I had to take a break because, I mean, you know, it just felt like there was something every other day. But with that being said, one thing I do want to say is the whole racism issues that's going on and all of that, you know, it's been here forever and it's really sad. And I will say with this protest that happened recently in the past few weeks, I feel like so many things have came from it that are positive, and I'm so happy. Like, when I tell you guys, I was just, you know, reading all the articles, being on Instagram, keeping up with everything, and seeing all the changes that were happening. I was so happy, you know, because reading some of these stories and seeing some of these videos out there, it broke my heart. Because it's one thing to hear about a story or a situation that happened, but when you see the actual videos and the victims, it does something to you, you know. And I'm the type of person that how do I say this? I feel for people deeply. Like, I feel like really bad, and I'll sit there and cry, and it was just taking a toll on me. But I like to focus on the positive aspects of it as well. But, you know, it's a crazy world we live in, and obviously we have to be careful because, you know, we know somebody, of course, who is Black and can possibly be in these situations. And it's really scary because my brothers are Black. I have 3 brothers. I have a dad who's Black, and I have a boyfriend who's Black. And God forbid something like that happen, it will break my heart, you know. So that's why I'm really big on, you know, just getting justice for everybody out there and making sure situations like this just don't happen. So make sure you guys are out there doing your research, you know, signing petitions, donating, like all of that, because we need a change. But I will say this concealer is looking really really good on my skin. Okay, I'm gonna be so mad if this whole time I just did not apply correctly, or I don't know what, but it is looking really smooth on my skin. Wow. I seriously can't get over how smooth my skin looks right now. Like, I don't know if it's the foundation or the concealer or both of them, but my skin looks so smooth right now. But I'm gonna set this concealer because I can tell it's already creasing. So let me get my Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder in the shade Kunafa. Okay, so moving on to the eyes now. Funny enough, I was reading the comments, I believe, in my last video. Yeah, I think it's my last video. So everybody's like, Chichi, like, I don't know the last time you've done a tutorial. Like, basically, I'm slacking on that. So I was like, all right, y'all, like, My bad. So what we're gonna do is actually film like a summery makeup look, like a bronzy golden makeup look. I don't know, we'll see. But I'm gonna use my Natasha Denona Sunset palette, which I think is perfect for that. All right, so to prime the lids, I'm gonna use my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion in the shade Caffeine. And with this, honestly, as soon as you put it on your eyes, you have to blend it right away or it will not move whatsoever. So with this, I'm gonna apply it and blend it out fast because I'm telling y'all, it does not move once it's set. So for those who don't know, before I do jump into the eyes, I do want to say I am coming out with my own brand. If you guys don't know already, but make sure you go to beautybychichi on Instagram to see all like the updates and sneak peeks and all of that. But we are coming out with 4 lashes, and I will show you guys the packaging for now. I will do a whole in-depth video before we do launch, but I just want to show you guys really quickly. But I do want to talk about, you know, how it all came about, because I know some people were like, Chichi, like what? Like a brand? I know it seems crazy, but I have been thinking about this for such a long time. Like, this has been a dream of mine, and the fact that like it's actually happening is so crazy to me. So before we even talk about that, the first shade I want to use in my crease is called Horizon, which is the shade in the middle right there. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit of this in the crease. But going on to my business, basically I've thought about this for 2 years, y'all, and I actually wanted to launch, was it 2 years ago? Like a year and a half ago, but I was so scared because when it comes to a business, you know, whether it does well or not, it's because of you. Okay, you can't blame your boss or whoever, like it's based on you. So it was kind of scary, and I'm glad I waited because one, like my financial situation, I wanted to make sure that I saved and all that good stuff. So I'm glad I kind of waited. And then also, you know, when you're a little bit younger, when it comes to stuff like this, I just don't think I could have handled it, to be honest. But then again, some people are out here 20, 19, 18 running a whole business. So shout out to y'all. But for me personally, I don't think I was ready because there's a lot that comes with it, you know? So when it comes to my brand, I basically want to be, you know, like an actual brand, you guys, like foundation, bronzer, concealers, all that good stuff. Like, I'm already working on a lot of things. But the first thing I wanted to launch was lashes because I love lashes. I feel like when it comes to a makeup look, it just isn't complete till you put a lash on. So I've always had different styles that I wanted to create in my head, and these 4 are literally the most perfect style if you do ask me. But I will touch base on that in the video that I create in a couple weeks. But yeah, it's super crazy. And honestly, I have tried so many jobs, y'all. Like, I have done every industry out there. I've been a server, a bartender. I've done healthcare. I've been a teacher. I've done real estate. I've done all of it. And something always just felt like, I don't know, I always felt like something was missing. So I'm like, Chichi, like, I just think you need to start your own business. And that's honestly what my dad said as well, because he was just like, you basically don't like anything. So what do you want to do? And I told him, like, I want to own my own business. And if you are foreign, you probably know, like, I'm African, or I'm actually Nigerian to be specific. And you know how our parents are. They want you to be a lawyer, an engineer, a doctor. And I'm just like, it's not for me. Like, give me makeup, give me, you know, something like that. And actually in college, thinking back on it, my parents wanted me to be a doctor. Like, the fact that I'm even saying it is kind of funny because, honey, me as a doctor, I don't know if that's something I can do. But basically, so they told me, they didn't tell me, but they were like trying to push me towards being a doctor. And I took all the classes needed for it, and I got D's and F's, okay? Like, it was not good. I even lost my scholarship, and I was like, listen, like, I'm telling y'all, this is just not what I want to do. So I did actually end up getting my healthcare administration degree for undergrad, and then I went to grad school and got my MBA, which is Master's of Business Administration, because I knew I wanted to start my business. So to be honest, in grad school, they didn't teach me like anything, you know, that I can use right now. Like, obviously you learn stuff, but I feel like when it comes to business and marketing and stuff, like, it just comes natural, to be honest. So I just want to have that degree, you know. So that's settled with, and now I just know for sure I want to own my own business. So I think I'm going to use a shade called Terra next, which is this shade. And I hope it's not too dark, but I'm also going to put this in my crease as well. I don't know if this happens to anybody else, but when I do my makeup, y'all, my back hurts so bad. Like, I feel like I'm just getting old because my back is always hurting. But especially when I eat and do my makeup, my back is killing me. Like, I don't know if anybody else out there goes through that. So I was going to go in with Bronze Age, but I'm looking at Mandarin. Like, this shade, I don't know, something about it is just calling my name. So I'm just going to go with that shade and put it on my lids. Let's see what it looks like. Y'all. Okay. So I'm just going to remove the powder underneath my eyes so we can do the under part of the eyes as well. I just want it to be super yellow and just golden and summery. So the next shade I'm actually going to take is called Soul, which is this yellow, beautiful shade right here. So pretty. I'm going to take this on, I don't even know what brush. Let's see. So I'm actually going to take my Morphe M506 brush and take the yellow shade. And I've never tried this before, so I don't know how pigmented it is. But let's see. All her shadows are super pigmented, so I feel like with this, I won't have any issues. So once I'm done with this, I'm going to go in with the shade, let's see, Terra again. Just a tight line under part of the eyes and add a little bit more dimension in there. So now moving on to lashes, of course, this is my favorite part. I do have 4 styles I'm coming out with, and these are 3D Mink Lashes. Like I told you guys before, I will come out with faux Mink Lashes as well later on this year. So I do have Cloud 9 and High Low, and also Airy and Chi. Chi, of course, is my favorite because she is super dramatic and just, hopefully y'all can see this. She is super dramatic, but I love her. But the one we're going to use today actually is called Airy. And Airy to me is dramatic, but at the same time, it's really not because it just has a bunch of spaces in between as well. So y'all can see that. So I think it'll go perfect with this look. Let me just apply some glue, then I'll apply it on my eyes as well. So now that they're on, I can show you guys what they look like. So let me come a little bit closer. Y'all can tell they're super long, but they're not too dramatic. I love these, and that's why I named it Airy, because it just reminds me of like just lightweight, feathery just lashes. I love these so much. And also on the best part is when it comes to the band, it doesn't irritate your eyes as well, and I have super sensitive eyes, so I want to make sure that those two things were covered. But yeah, this is what it looks like. I'm gonna put bottom mascara as well. I almost forgot to put bottom mascara on my eyes. Alright, so to finish up the rest of the face, I do have my Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Powder in the shade Y505. I'm going to take some of this just to set all over. And like I mentioned before, you guys, like this foundation, it does not look luminous whatsoever. Like it actually looks really matte on my skin. So I'm really impressed so far with the foundation. Now to add a little bit more color to my face, I'm taking my Hoola Toasted Bronzer because it is the summertime and I need something a little bit darker than Fenty Beauty Cocoa Naughty. And with this color, I think it's perfect because it is super dark, you guys. Like, do not get, you know, confused, because with this, it probably doesn't look as dark on camera, or maybe it does, but in person, it is super dark on the skin. I feel like I'm applying too much bronzer because I'm looking a little bit too bronze. All right, let me stop after this. And to set everything, I'm taking my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. So I think I applied a little bit too much bronzer, y'all. Like, I think I went a little bit too in. But moving on to blush, I'm gonna take my Fenty Beauty Cream blush in the shade Cheeks Out. This in the shade Cheeks sorry, that's not the name of it, you guys. It's called Summertime Wine. I don't know why I said Cheeks Out, but with this, it's like a rosy pink color, and I think it will fit, you know, this whole yellow theme that we got going on. So taking my sponge, I'm going to take a little bit of this onto the cheeks. And with this, you really don't need highlighter, honestly, y'all, because when I turn my cheeks, y'all can see it adds a little bit of glow. So I typically skip out on highlighter when I use this blush. And I'm actually going to go in with my Urban Decay All Nighter waterproof setting powder just to balance out the bronzer, because I think I applied way too much, so it was a little bit too dark in the skin. So of course, last but not least, I do have the lips, and I'm gonna use the Makeup Forever Artist color pencil in the shade, let's see, 608 Limitless Brown. So this is this lip liner right here. I actually need to get a new one. And then for the lip gloss, I was about to say lipstick, that I'm about to use is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Vintage Lip Gloss. Alright, you guys, so this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed my chit chat get ready with me, so you can see all I've been up to. And of course, if you do recreate this look, let me know down below as well. But I love how it turned out. I think it's super summery, and the lip gloss, the yellow, just, I'm loving it. Alright, so I love you guys so much. Make sure you like, subscribe if you do leave, and I'll see you guys in my next one.